Hey everybody, welcome. I am your produce guy, and today's segment is about pomegranates and how to safely open them without making a big mess. So I've got my sleeves rolled up here for this job. Let's get to it. For this operation, we're going to need a few tools. Number one is a good cutting mat that you'll be able to cut against and will keep any juice that may spill off your countertop. These pomegranates, the juice really stains. Caution, caution, caution. Number two is I'm going to need a very sharp knife. I sharpened this just before doing the demonstration here. We're going to use that to break down the pomegranate with. The third item is a mixing bowl, a good sized mixing bowl with some water, which is where we're going to do the final breakdown and remove all the arils out of the pomegranate. Those arils, those are the little seed things that are inside there. So let's get started. You begin step one with taking off the top and the bottom of the pomegranate. I didn't get quite enough off of there. We want to bring that down. There we are, and expose the seeds a little bit. Right there. So you've got your top and your bottom removed. The next step is to make a score line. Just kind of cut right down there on the skin. Anywhere from 4 to 6 score lines. Now I'm going to score this 6 times because it's a little bit bigger piece of fruit. And there we are. We've got it scored. Now let me move my cutting mat, and you can see we did get some juice there, and that juice will make a real stain your clothes or your countertop. Pull this bowl in here. Now this is what keeps you from getting juice on you. You get this pomegranate here and then take one of the scored sections, well there we are, and just break it apart. Now you can see the arils in there, the beautiful little sacs, each one surrounding a seed and filled with juice. And what you do is you break down these seeds, get them off of the fruit like that in the water so they don't jump about and get on your clothes, your countertop, or anywhere there. Just like that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and break this all down, and we'll go to the next step. Okay, I've just now finished up pulling out the arils, separating them from the rest of the pulp. The way to do that is to just peel back the skin as and rub the arils off, and they'll pop right into the water. Now, I'm not sure if you can tell, but I've got all this pulp here that's floating on top. I'm going to go ahead and separate that out. That's why you put it in the water here. You get the two components of the fruit. You get that pulp there, the membrane, and then you've got left on the bottom here are the fruits themselves. Now I have still a few floaters of membrane on top. I've got a strainer. I'm going to go ahead and strain that real quick, and then I'm going to drain my water out, and we'll be ready for the final product. That's the easy method. We've shown you how to take apart the pomegranate, not get juice everywhere, and separate that membrane from the fruits themselves. These little arils, interesting fact, every pomegranate has approximately 814 of those arils in the chambers. In between, they're tucked in those chambers there, as you saw as we broke that thing down. But pomegranates are great. They're a delight to be eaten fresh. Of course, each one has a little tiny seed inside of it, and it's personal preference whether you'd like to spit that seed out like I did when I was a kid on the front lawn, or just chew it and swallow it. Now as an adult, I chew them and swallow them. They're great in salads thrown in fresh. They can be used in recipes. I've got a recipe for a guacamole that features the arils of a pomegranate in there. So we might share that with you in the future. Anyway, I hope this has been informative and worthwhile to you today and been a big help. So again, unless you're ready to go out on the front lawn and take your shirt off like I did when I was a kid to eat these, this is the way to prepare them. Thanks so much for viewing us today. I want to remind you to please leave your comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe. And you can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/YourProduceGuy. And as always, a reminder to you, fresh is best.